Hey everyone, this is A.J. and I am doing this video to answer more questions regarding my transition after doing my last video, which had one of the main questions that people were asking me. And after I did that video, I literally got bombarded with a lot more questions, which I totally love. So I just wanted to share some of the questions and give you some of the answers. So I have some of the questions here, and I'm just going to go down the list and answer as best I can so everyone can understand. So, first question is, what does non-binary mean? So, non binary is a term that's used for people like me who don't fit into the binary of male or female. They don't work for us. We don't consider ourselves male. We don't consider ourselves female because we just don't fit into those two binaries. So, non binary describes us. That is part of our identity. Okay? Um, Second question. How often do you take testosterone? So, when I first started taking testosterone, I was taking 0.25 mLs every other week because initially I wanted to microdose. In doing some research and in monitoring myself while doing it every other week, I realized that one of the side effects to microdosing like that, like I was doing, was aggressive behavior, which I saw happening. Not so much aggressive as it was getting easily irritated, and it was totally unlike me. I started snapping at people. And I went to my doctor and was like, no, we have to fix this. This frequency has to be updated. I can't do it every other week. I need to take testosterone every week. So about 2 weeks ago was when I started taking testosterone every week. So now I take 0.25 mLs of testosterone every single week. And I haven't noticed any more aggressive behavior. So yeah, that worked for me. Um, did you feel anything after taking your first testosterone shot? Other than feeling free and completely happy, I felt hungry. It was the strangest thing. I instantly got hungry. Now, everyone who knows me knows that I have a huge appetite. I'm an ex-jock. I'm a retired personal trainer and fitness instructor. So my eating habits, I usually eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Not big meals, just regular sized portions, but I portion them out during the day so that I can have 5 or 6. And I'm also vegan, so I eat clean. But after my initial testosterone shot, it was like hungry times 25. It was ridiculous. And then the next day, I woke up and I was sick. I was nauseous. My stomach was aching, and I didn't know what was going on. I was so dizzy, and I thought I was literally getting sick. I thought, but I realized that I was hungry. Never had that feeling before in my life. So when I tell you hunger pains, yeah, I experienced hunger pains, like literally after my T shot, my first T shot. And my first T shot was September 15th of this year. Okay. Next question. Are you going to have any surgery? Yes. I will be having top surgery because I am totally disconnected from these things. I don't call them mine. I never called them mine. They never felt like they were mine. I don't like them. I spoke about it in a previous video, the problems that I've had all my life with these things. So I have a consultation in February for surgery, and then hopefully shortly after the consultation, I will be able to have my top surgery so that I can be completely me. So that is the surgery I will be having. Yeah. Uh, Have you noticed any effects happening from taking testosterone? Yes. So my voice is deepening a little. Some other people have noticed that it has gotten a lot deeper. I don't think so. My voice was kind of on the lower range anyway, but it goes in and out. I do find that singing in my normal range of where I'm used to singing is totally off the table. Like I can't sing the songs that are in my songbook. I can't hit the notes that I'm used to hitting. It sounds horrible. So now I have to go back to my vocal coach to find my new range, because I'm no longer in the range where I was. So that's one of the main things, my voice. I can feel it changing. Sometimes it does hurt because when I speak, I want to speak in the voice that I'm used to, and sometimes that's not what comes out. And it aches a bit because what's happening is my vocal cords are thickening. So that causes the voice to drop a little. And I can feel it. So I'm clearing my throat a lot more. I'm drinking a lot more water. So that's one of the main things. Started noticing a lot more upper body strength. Like I said, I'm a retired personal trainer, fitness instructor. So I've always had that type of strength. I've always had the muscles. But I'm noticing that more body strength is coming. I'm lifting a little heavier now. I go to the gym maybe 4 to 6 times a week as my schedule allows. But yeah, the strength is, it's getting higher. Other than that, there are a few more things that I've noticed when it comes to my body. There are some changes that are happening that I can feel that bit uncomfortable, but it's necessary because there will be bottom growth. If you don't know what that is, you can ask that at a later time and I'll answer at a later time. But because of bottom growth, it is kind of irritating. But yeah. Yeah. Next question. How do you take testosterone? So I take 0.25 mLs as a shot. I take that every week, put in a syringe, put the needle in, and I give myself a shot intramuscularly. You can do it intramuscularly or you can do it subcutaneously. So subcutaneous is right under the skin, and of course intramuscularly is in the muscle. So I put the needle in my quadricep, in my thigh, the front of my thigh, in the muscle, and make sure to push the needle down. Now testosterone is an oil, so it's thick, so it's a little hard to push the syringe. So I literally have to use both thumbs and push really hard to make sure that all of the medicine gets into the muscle. So I do take it with a needle. There's some people who have patches, who have the testosterone patches, and they are they're just as effective. I just chose not to have the patch. And then there are some people who do have testosterone cream. I didn't want that. I just opted for, just giving myself the shot. So that's how I take it. Are you transitioning into a man? So You can watch the previous video that I did regarding that, because that was one of the main questions that everyone was asking about my transition. Was I transitioning into a trans man? And you can get that answer at the previous video. Okay, how long have you been transitioning? So, as far as taking testosterone, I started September 15th of this year. For decades, I don't want to say misidentifying myself. I hadn't fully identified myself. I was identifying as androgynous non-binary. But that never felt right. It never felt complete. And it felt like there was a void there. And then this year, I saw some non-binary trans people and I saw me in them. And it clicked. Everything about my entire life clicked because I realized that I was not androgynous non-binary. I was non-binary trans. And that was this year. And it was amazing. So I started on my journey this year, but my first T-shot was September 15th, which I actually consider my new birth date. So I started transitioning, I would say, September 15th of this year, 2021. Last question. Do you think transitioning is easier since you are older? Good question. I'm not sure how to answer that because everyone's transition journey is different, no matter what stage of life you're in. I can't say that it's easier because I'm older. I can't say that it's not. I guess it depends on, if you have a support system, if you feel safe enough to come out and let others know that you are transitioning. I can't say yes and I can't say no. As I said, everyone's transition journey is different. Everyone transitions for different reasons. Everyone's support system is different. So I can't say that it is easier because I'm older. I mean, I'm 50 years old. So for me, mentally, I really don't give a flying fig what people think. I just don't. I never really have. But, when you get to this stage in life, you realize that life is short. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not 30 anymore. I will never see those years again. So at 50 years old, you get to realize that the crap that you used to take, you're not going to take anymore. And, some of the things that people say don't bother you as much. And you just want to live your life and you want to be happy doing it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be happy regardless of what anyone says or thinks about me. Any opinion or anything that someone has to say or feels about me has nothing to do with me. It has to do with them. So they have to deal with it. In that respect, I guess it's easier being older because I have that mentality of whatever. But I can't really say that, it's harder being younger and transitioning because that might not be true. So with that question, can't really answer. But it is a great question, and I'll probably have to look into it and ask some other trans people in different age ranges to see how it's transitioning for them. So yeah, those were some of the main questions that stuck out that people were sending me. And I just wanted to answer those and hopefully answered some questions that some of you may have had and wanted to ask and were afraid to ask. Never be afraid to ask me anything. I'm either going to tell you, yes, I'll answer it, or no, I won't. Most of the time I will answer because I'm an open book. like I said, life's too short. I'm not trying to hide anything from anyone. Not anymore. So that's the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will make sure to do more videos, answer more questions, and take you along on this transition journey of mine. All right, until then, see you next time. Be good, be safe.